Just dovetailing on Jordan's comments that I heard as I came in, I really do think it was a day when everybody did his best, everybody, performed his role well, starting with Coach Musselman, who had the scout, and our assistant coaches, who really did a great job, I thought, putting together a really good game plan. And then I thought our guys defensively were really locked in mentally. Good attention to detail, and then played with a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and tremendous heart. Especially considering a late night overtime game on Thursday, followed up by an afternoon game today with a team, as you know, that doesn't have a lot of subs. But we can go down the list of guys, but in the most general sense, it was just one of those days where I thought everybody did his job. And everybody contributed in a really positive way. And the defensive end of the floor, more than anything, probably was, the difference for us.
Is that the best game by a center since you've been here?
Well, I mean, Jeff and Eric certainly had some tremendous games. But I thought the key for Jordan today was he was really aggressive. He played with a level of aggressiveness, not just in terms of his rebounding and his shot blocks, but even if you think back to some of the first half, the one move he started on the left block and he came middle, he just went with authority. And then when he had a chance to finish around the basket, he went strong and he went to thump the ball. He just had a good aggressive coat of arm all day, and I think that allowed him to play, at a particularly good level for us.
Coach, your front line out-rebounded UCLA. Talk about that effort they gave today.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is an outlier. But it does speak to the fact that our guys came and, were very determined and rebounded the ball. You'd have to compute the percentage of rebounds because we held them to a low field goal percentage. We had more defensive rebounds to get, and that's reflected in the fact that we had 40 defensive rebounds. And they also didn't turn the ball over very much. So there were plenty of opportunities for us, but not taking anything away from our guys. They did a great job rebounding the basketball.
You talk about Carrick's performance, especially defensively.
Yeah, I mean, it was just another chapter, Chris, and what has to be, to me, one of the all-time great senior years. He's just doing it night in, night out, consistently. Both ends of the floor. Not only is he 8 for 12 from the field, but he's everywhere on defense. And just the heart that he's playing with it's fun to watch. I mean, and you just can't help but just feel so good for him because none of this has come easy. None of this has come instantaneous. And I mean, that's the kind of story that we all love. I mean, that's the best of the best.
Coach, we started with Jordan, played at least 38 minutes today. Talk about the role that energy and conditioning in the crowd played today.
Yeah, I mean, I thought our crowd was tremendous. A lot of energy in the building. I think our students continue to do a great job for us. I think some of our student attendance has to be among the all-time highs. I don't know what the stats are, but you could feel their energy along with the crowd. And, I mean, obviously that's an advantage to playing at home, especially when you do have such a short turnaround, to your point, and you're playing, such few numbers, to your point.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about how this team seemed to bounce back after the loss to U of A, maybe take a little personally and come back and defend the home court?
Yeah, it was an important week for us, and obviously, we took it on the chin last weekend at the U of A. Thought our guys did a really good job of zeroing in on Monday of last week as we presented some good feedback, some things to learn from, and then we just set about our preparation, and I thought our guys, they knew they had to be really good this weekend because of our competition. And you look at our league right now, there's no easy games. And, I don't, plug into all the numbers and pundits, but I'm here to say, the Pac-12 is really, really good. And it's a balanced, competitive, tough league. And there's, as you go down the schedule, there's no game that unless you play your best, you can win. If you're us, I'll speak for us.
You had a very quick turnaround from Thursday. and yet your offense looked, very comfortable. The guys out there with a lot of shots on goal that were high percentage. What did you think about what allowed that?
Well, I mean, I think our guys more than anything played together, and I think they're getting a better understanding of each other and what we're trying to accomplish. And then I think, we owe a lot to Jahi. I think, even though he didn't shoot the ball particularly well today, the ball's in his hands so much, and he has a great ability to make each other better, make his teammates better, and he just kind of controls things for us. So I think we're playing together, and Jahi's given us really, a level of steadiness at point guard.